Hello and welcome to Whitehorse Music TV! My name is Richard Budino and I'm co-owner of this wonderful shop with my lovely wife Michelle Budino, who's behind the counter. Very excited today she is because we are reviewing violas. And it's only my second ever viola review, so that's very exciting. And she's looking at me just a little bit sort of skeptically. She's like, "You're not a viola player." But, you know, I sort of like violas and I can play them a little bit, so she's just going to have to accept it. So, today we are reviewing the Gliga Superior viola. So if you were to buy this viola, you would have to wear special clothes and walk around looking extremely superior. Like this one. Now I can change my persona because this is a Struna Master viola. Show you this viola. Looks very different to the Gliga. Alright, sounds like this. Now, because I'm holding the Struna Master, I will say first that the Struna Master is the compilation of about 7 years of me cooperating with an amazing maker in China. He has a very small workshop with 6 people, and I go and recommend, I give advice on thicknessing and varnishing and that sort of thing, and together we have created Struna range of instruments. The Struna Master uses Russian spruce on the front, which is really nice resonant sort of wood, and highly flamed maple on the back and the sides. It is varnished in such a way, the Master is the start level of the Strunas that uses the sort of top level of varnishing technique, where we use a spirit varnish, and then over the top we use an oil varnish, which is sort of worn away to the flanks to make it look like it's sort of a 300-year-old instrument. That varnishing technique actually helps the sound. It allows the wood to vibrate the way it wants to. If it was completely covered with this oil varnish, then it would constrict the sound slightly, make it not sound as deep and tasty as it sounds. So I'll play this one again. Deep. Now, the Gliga Superior is made in the workshop of Vasil Gliga, and Vasil Gliga is a very sort of famous maker. Now, this also uses European woods, and interestingly, you will see little lines across the top there, and they are knots in the wood. And they're not necessarily a bad thing. You know, often with violas especially, they might make the flanks out of a different piece of wood. It's supposed to help with preventing wolf notes. And it's not unusual for makers to look for pieces of wood that have knots on the side as sort of like a prevention of wolf notes as well. And so it's just, I actually like seeing the knots in the wood like that. I think it's pretty and it shows that it's sort of natural fibres. It has happened before that I've sent an instrument out to someone and they looked at it and said, "You've sent me faulty wood! It's got all these lines all over the front of it." And the back is very beautiful wood. So do not be concerned if you have an instrument with you know, those cute little knotty lines in them. I think it's beautiful. Now, as far as the sound goes, comparing the two, the Gliga is definitely a softer sort of sounding instrument. It's an instrument that makes you want to play more slowly. Because it just sort of, it's smooth and resonant and deep, and it's just, you know, really pleasurable to play. I wouldn't necessarily call it the sort of soloist instrument that you run out to a big concert hall and fill the whole concert hall, but it's more like sort of a pleasurable thing to play in the privacy of your own home. Directly playing the Struna straight after that. Sort of like a louder instrument, probably slightly more depth, and probably more like the sort of instrument that you would run out to the concert hall and fill the room a little bit more, but not necessarily as sort of soft and smooth as the Gliga. Quite different, and it doesn't necessarily inspire me to play more slowly. But beautiful sound as well. It's sort of a combination of mellowness and power, where the Gliga is more towards a sort of mellow. Which, with this sort of thing that I can't sort of articulate very well, it's sort of like really smooth and flowing or something like that. But both beautiful violas, and I think you should buy them both. Right now, click here, buy them. Thank you for comments and that sort of thing. Please continue with comments and subscribe by pressing on this button. And they both get a thumbs up at Whitehorse Music.